We speak with our vocal organs, but we converse with our entire bodies. Sushma says, the tone of your voice can help you communicate what you mean to convey, or it can reveal thoughts you mean to conceal. It can reinforce or negate the words you speak. How you speak influences how others perceive your intentions, as well as how credible, intelligent, or attractive they judge you to be. With this in mind, you may assess yourself by responding to the following questions. Does my voice enhance or detract from the impression I made? Does my voice support or contradict my intended meaning? If I were interacting with me, would I want to listen to the sound of my voice? Yes, paralanguage is your voice minus the words you speak. It denotes the tone, sound of your voice. Okay, now let's talk about something called paralanguage. Two main categories of paralanguage are vocal characteristics and vocal interferences. Vocal characteristics include the quality of voice, intonation pattern, volume, rate, rhythm, pitch, articulation control, variety in expression, and vocal sounds. Sounds make crazy, doesn't it? Well, this is a major part of communication. It is a non-verbal code for the way we say something rather than what we say. It is not so important what we say, but the important thing to be noted is how we express ourselves before others. This is decided by paralingual. Paralanguage refers to not what is said, but how it is said. For example, if somebody says to me, "Hey Sush, how you doing today?" And I say, "Fine." Okay, these don't go together. Here, fine means I'm doing okay or I'm not really fine. Right? So I would normally go, "I'm fine." And you hear how my tone of voice, my pitch went up, an unpleasant tone, "fine." But when I go and say, "I'm fine," my tone was lighter, my expression was lighter. There is an underlying message in "fine." The message is clear, I'm truly fine. And that's what paralanguage is. And all of us use that all the time. So, your voice is the first signal that we receive or use. There are various categories of voices. Your voice can be sweet, soft, musical, cultivated, pleasant, nasty, clear, or indistinct, among other things. The voice can reveal a speaker's background, mental state, education, sex, and temperament. Intonation, volume, pitch, how loudly or softly you are speaking. The pitch is the highness or lowness of your voice. An unusually high pitch may reflect agitation. For example, a boss says softly, "You come and meet me in my office." You might feel somewhat at ease, comfortable. But if your boss said loudly, "Immediately you come and meet me in my office," you would feel disturbed and uncomfortable. Why boss is calling me? Have I done something wrong? Softness and loudness in volume determines the meaning. Volume variation. The speaker should adjust the volume of his voice depending on the size of the audience. Larger the audience, the louder the voice should be. Volume variation makes the speech effective. Communication can be made more effective by putting proper emphasis or stress on the right words. Rate. Rate refers to your rate of speaking. The speed at which you speak. An increase in rate could indicate impatience or anxiety from the person sending the message, while a decrease in rate can indicate thoughtfulness or a reflective attitude. Pause. A pause emphasizes a message. A message is to speech what a comma is to prose. A pause at the wrong place may lead to miscommunication. Mixed signals. Mixed signals occurs when the tone, pitch, and facial expressions of the speaker do not match the words that he is speaking. Vocal interferences are the sounds and words we use when we hesitate or are not sure of the right word. We all occasionally use words like well, you know, to indicate that we are searching for the right word. But such interferences may become a problem when they pop up too frequently, as they can interrupt your listener's concentration and comprehension. Advantages of paralanguage. No oral communication is complete without paralanguage, as it is closely connected to language itself. It also reflects the speaker's personality and background to a great extent. Paralanguage is indicative of the mental state of the speaker. A discerning listener can derive the right conclusions from the pitch, tone, and speed of a message. This can often be very useful. Be cautious, as this may also have certain limitations, as paralanguage is semi or like a language. It is not a language by itself. In fact, you have to be careful with your tone on how you feel rather than words you utter. This concludes our session on paralanguage. Every syllable counts, as we speak or words we do not speak say many things about us. Bye from Sushma Says till we meet again.